welcome to another edition of Nile Cruise. My name is Sharif Al-Touni and I'm joined today with my colleague Salma Al-Firi. Hello Salma.
Hi Sharif, hello, how are you? We are starting off with we're in a state of mourning because of the tragic accident of the 11 soldiers who have died in Sinai and more than 35 being injured in just a strike of terrorism. And really Sharif, this is really sad. And just as you're saying, as soon as we start feeling a bit safe and stable, things just happen.
Yeah, it's definitely a tragic incident. I think it's sort of this series of attacks surged lately on the soldiers and the military is definitely affecting an aspect of security. And once again, I think the military is standing very solid in terms of fighting the terrorism.
Definitely. I mean, really, we're all backing the army and the police, and really, God bless you. And hopefully things will get better. There's also the assassination just 3-4 days ago of the police officer who was just outside his house.
Exactly.
And we hope that things get a little bit better.
And it kept Egypt also in another state of emergency, which some people really don't like. But again, the government and the cabinet is working towards an anti-terrorism law that should be applied in order to avoid this sort of because the emergency law usually is tied with a lot of activists or political activists with the wrong terminology and with the wrong aspect. However, the cabinet now has a responsibility of securing this country and securing those soldiers who are securing the borders of Egypt.
Everything. So we really wish for all the best. And of course, in today's show, we will be reviewing a few things. There is also the there's the World Cup tour that was here. We're going to see a few reports and interviews. And we're also going to see a bit about the report of the speed challenge that was also held here in Egypt a few days ago.
I guess this,
so we do have a mix.
Yeah, we do have a mix, and I guess this is attributed to the state. So we're living also in this, ups and downs and turbulence in terms of the political turmoil and stability. However, last week we had, like Salma said, those sort of international events, having the World Cup here among more than 80 countries to be the World Cup to be visiting Egypt, and also having the final leg of the World Cup qualification within to be played with Egypt, Egypt versus Ghana. Egypt managed to win. Unfortunately, they did not make it to the World Cup.
They didn't qualify them to the World Cup, unfortunately, but it was a good play.
It was a good play.
Yes.
They were a little bit unfortunate. The coach, Bob Bradley, said that we needed more luck to do it. But again, this is sort of an indication about the stability element. And as well, Egypt is actually at this stage in Sharm el-Sheikh in Sinai is also hosting for the very first time a $75,000 championship for tennis for women.
Oh,
so that makes it
that's
interesting.
Really, that's
so
interesting. That's a bright side
that
we might be seeing, hopefully. And so we will be seeing lots of different things, and we hope that you'll be enjoying weather reports or interviews.
This month brings an air of serenity and hope to Cairo through the heavenly voices of spiritual music and Sufi chants from the 16th to the 21st of November. The 6th Annual International Sama Festival for Spiritual Music and Chanting brings music from China, Yemen, Greece, Indonesia, Russia, Pakistan, Azerbaijan, Albania, Sudan, Tunisia, Morocco, Jordan, and Egypt. The festival is to be held in 3 different venues simultaneously: Salahuddin Citadel, Joseph Swell Theatre, Al Gohari Dome, and Al Hanagir Open Area. The 6th Cairo International Women's Film Festival opened on the 16th of November and will continue until the 22nd, bringing films from more than 20 countries to the city. The festival, titled Among Women Filmmakers, featured a selection of the best features, short animation and documentary films made by women worldwide across the past 2 years. The festival spans a number of venues across Cairo: the Artistic Creativity Center, the AUC Ewart Memorial Hall, and the Falaki Theatre. Film Clinic, the production company behind Ahmed Abdallah's latest endeavor, Farsh Ghata, Rags and Tatters, has announced that the award-winning and highly anticipated film will be screened in cinemas in Cairo and Alexandria for only 1 week. Following the critical success of his first two films, Heliopolis and Microphone, Farsh Ghata has been making festival rounds in the past months and has been gaining recognition from juries, critics, and audience alike. Rags and Taters reflects on how film can translate the intensity of what Egyptians experienced, the contrasting moments of blind violence, satirically compassion, and unimagined joy. Al Ahly will play 3 friendly matches amid their preparations for the FIFA Club World Cup in Morocco. The Cairo Giants will represent Africa in the tournament after winning the CAF Champions League title. They will fly to Morocco on the 29th of November. The Red Devils will open their 5th Club World Cup campaign by playing Asian champions Guangzhou Evergrande of China on the 14th of December. The Egyptians will be bidding for a spot in the semi-final to play against European champions Bayern Munich. The tournament will take place in Morocco for the first time following previous editions in Brazil, Japan, and the UAE. Egypt produced a spirited display to beat Ghana 2-1 in Cairo, but it was a mere consolation as the Black Stars became the 4th African team to reach next year's World Cup finals. The Pharaohs tasked to overturn a 5-goal deficit, having suffered a humiliating 6-1 loss in the first leg of the World Cup qualifying playoff in Kumasi, was deemed almost impossible. However, around 25,000 fans still flocked to the Army-owned 30th of June Stadium in Cairo to cheer Egypt, who made their second of the 2 World Cup appearances in 1990 in Italy. The match has probably marked the end of the reign of American coach Bob Bradley, whose contract ran out amid reports that he would be replaced with an Egyptian coach.
Welcome back. And now we're going to be moving on to our segment that we just started a few weeks ago, which is the new thing called the online cruise. And on that bit, we really would be showing off all the posts that the Egyptians have been putting on Twitter, Facebook, and all the social media about the past events that happened during the week.
Exactly. This is the way that you can interact with us. So you can give us your ideas, your comments, your questions, or even if you can, get any sort of video that you want to share with us, and we will definitely share it on our editions if you have any questions. So the way to get to us is Nile Cruise on Nile TV, and you'll find us on Google+, you'll find us on Twitter, you'll find us on YouTube, and even Facebook. So once again, it's Nile Cruise on Nile TV. It's the way that we interact together, and the ideas, if they're coming and flowing, it's a nice thing. If you manage to shoot a video, for example, in a very horrific incident or a very happy moment also, you can share it with us.
Whether positive or negative, but do share, please. Because it makes it more fun, and it makes it, we're interacting both the program and the people, which is really, really important. And here we are with the report of Cruising Online.
In this edition of our online cruise, we'll wrap up the most important posts and tweets by Egyptian users on Facebook and Twitter. We'll also have a look on some popular clips on YouTube.